You don't struggle because you lack talent. You struggle because somewhere along the way, you learned not to take yourself seriously. Picture this. You sit down to work, not dramatically, not with intention, just halfway. Your phone is nearby, your mind is split between tabs, notifications, unfinished thoughts. You tell yourself, it's fine, I'll just do a bit. And then later, quietly, you wonder why nothing you touch feels exceptional, why it never quite lands, why you're always almost good. Here's the uncomfortable truth no one says out loud. Number one, excellence doesn't begin with skill, it begins with respect, and most people never cross that threshold. Because respecting the craft means something serious. It means showing up fully, even when no one is watching, even when the outcome doesn't matter yet, even when you're small, unknown, unproven. The paradox is this: the same detachment that protects you from disappointment is the thing that keeps you ordinary. You don't fail because you're incapable. You failed because you never gave the work your full presence. Not consistently, not reverently, not as if it mattered. And today, we're going to talk about why. Number two, definition and psychological authority, clarity. Let's name the pattern. What you're experiencing isn't laziness. It's not a lack of discipline. It's not a motivation problem. It's emotional disengagement as a survival strategy. Many people learn early that effort doesn't always lead to safety, praise, or success, so the nervous system adapts. You stay slightly detached, you multitask, you half-commit, you keep one foot out. Psychologically, this shows up through several mechanisms. First, nervous system conditioning. If your nervous system learned that intensity leads to stress, criticism, or burnout, it will avoid full presence. Focus feels unsafe. Second, attachment to outcome avoidance. You don't want to care too much because caring makes failure hurt more, so you protect yourself by staying casual. Third, identity fragmentation. You never fully identify as the kind of person who does this seriously. You keep it unfinished, temporary, optional. Carl Jung would call this a form of shadow avoidance, where your capacity for devotion, discipline, and greatness stays hidden, not because it's dark, but because it's vulnerable. Respecting the craft means stepping out of emotional hiding, and that's terrifying. Because once you respect something, you can't pretend the results don't matter. Number three, emotional cost and philosophical weight. Here's the cost of not respecting the craft. You drift. You start many things but finish few. You stay capable but not fulfilled. You know you could be better, and that knowledge quietly exhausts you. Day after day, your life fills with almost effort. Almost focused, almost committed, almost proud. And that creates a specific kind of grief. Not loud grief, not dramatic grief, invisible grief. The grief of unused potential. The grief of knowing you never stayed long enough to see what you were capable of. The philosopher Rainer Maria Rilke once wrote about living the questions fully instead of rushing towards answers. But most people don't even live the questions. They skim them. They chase novelty. They chase hacks. They chase shortcuts. But excellence lives somewhere else. It lives in repetition, in boredom, in staying when your mind wants to escape. And when you avoid that space long enough, fear seeps into everything. You start doubting yourself, not because you failed, but because you never committed deeply enough to trust yourself. Number four, adult manifestation and unlearning. So what does this look like in real life? You might recognize yourself here. You might jump between interests, always restarting instead of refining. Avoid fundamentals because they feel too basic or slow. Rely on inspiration instead of structure. Quit right before mastery begins. Feel uncomfortable being seen practicing instead of performing. Downplay your effort so rejection hurts less. They become adults who want excellence but resist discipline, who want meaning but avoid monotony, who want recognition but fear invisibility during the process, who want confidence but never build evidence through repetition. And here's the key reframing. These are not flaws, they are adaptations. At some point, staying lightly invested kept you safe, but safety is not fulfillment. Unlearning this doesn't start with forcing productivity. It starts with a quieter shift. You stop asking, "Is this impressive yet?" And you start asking, "Am I respecting this moment?" Because excellence is not intensity, it's consistency. Tiger Woods still practices putting. A Michelin star chef still sharpens their knife. Hokusai painted tens of thousands of works, and the world remembers one. Not because it was lucky, because it was earned in the shadows. Number 5, healing, integration, and closing. So how do you begin again without pressure? You start small, but you start sincerely. You choose one thing, one task, one craft, and when you sit with it, you sit fully. No multitasking, no performing, no rushing. You let repetition rewire your nervous system. You let boredom teach you patience. You let consistency rebuild self-trust. This is nervous system regulation through devotion. This is inner parenting through reliability. This is choosing depth over distraction. And here's the truth most people miss. You don't become exceptional by being extraordinary. You become exceptional by staying when others leave, by doing the same thing one more time, by refining instead of restarting, by respecting the work before the world does. If you're not good yet, good. That means you're early, and early is where all greatness begins. The goal is not to be fixed, the goal is to become whole. If this spoke to something quiet inside you, stay, subscribe, share it with someone who needs permission to slow down and take themselves seriously. And keep painting your wave. One day, the world might remember it.